hand into the fire.
Yo, what's good, ladies and gents? It's your boy Drumatic. Today we got Joyner Lucas, Eating Up, Look Alive. Man, I think we all know that the last person you want to jump on your song, period, is Joyner Lucas. Drake isn't in a safe place just like anybody else. I mean, he doesn't have a chance at burying Joyner Lucas any more than anybody else does. So I would love to see what he says on this. There's a lot of times in these songs that he'll say something and he'll turn around and say, oh, it wasn't a diss. I was just name dropping him because this is the beat I'm using. So it's his song. It's like a shout out to them. So in Gucci Gang, he made a comment about Pump. And people are like, oh, it's a diss. And he's like, it's not a diss. It's just me kind of giving a shout out. So this song, I'm expecting something to do with Drake in the song somewhere. I haven't heard this yet. But like I said, man, don't fuck with Joyner.
This is God's plan, someone stop me. I've been sent here from Illuminati. Evil scriptures written on my body. Me and Satan pull up in a red Ferrari. Don't be trying to put your fucking arm around me. 44 shots traumatizing from the 45 hits. 44 more carbon copies than you kamikaze.
So he says the Illuminati sent him. So who knows? He is part of Warner Brothers and all the big labels. So never know. Don't let Joyner fool you. Anyway, if I have one thing to say about Joyner is, his big thing is he can sit there and tell a story like nobody else. He's like a modern day Slick Rick on crack. Like, you're not going to find anybody that's going to sit down with a pen and paper and a beat and write a movie like Joyner does. Now, with that being said, not everything he does is always about substance or conscious or whatever it is. He just wants to out-rap people a lot of times. And so when he's doing these cover tracks, I can tell he's really trying to impress the masses. Like, he's like, you know, I want the 8-year-olds to like it. I want the 10-year-olds and the 13 and the 16 and the 21 and up to all like it. He wants everyone to like his music, which is completely fine. But what happens is you see people changing their sound. They don't really stick to them because they figure if I just do what I do and make some conscious stuff, these kids have no idea what I'm talking about. So like when I'm making songs about getting divorced and all that, you think a 13-year-old kid's going to relate to that?
Brother, cousin, uncle, auntie, this is not Versace, this is hot hibachi, this is Hiroshima, this is Nagasaki, I'm a hot Gandhi, a fucking humanoid Anunnaki, with plenty hammers when I'm riding shoddy, better use your manners when you talk about me, ain't too hard to find me, I've been killing niggas till another lefto.
I mean, he uses a lot of big words and stuff in this. He's definitely talking about stuff that I know he's talking about. I know a lot of people that hear this are probably like, what the heck is he talking about? So, I know when I talk to the younger generation about people like Lucas, they're like, he's dope, but like, I like Gucci Gang by Lil Pump better than the cover. And I'm like, and why is that? He obviously wraps circles around him the entire time, so why would you like that version better than Joyner Lucas's version? And it's not me talking shit. I'm curious. Like, this stuff is fascinating to me when I hear someone that's like a dumbed down style who's just not very good at rapping to begin with, but has a cool beat and a cool concept, like Gucci Gang. But then you get someone that jumps on it, that knows how to rap, and they can just murder it from beginning to end, and all the kids are like, yo, I like the original better. And it's cool. Like, you can like the original, because I'm kind of with that concept. If you like the original better than any kind of cover or remix, then I can see why you would do that. But if it's not better, wouldn't you just give it up to them and be like, damn, you made it better than the original? So a lot of times when he's doing these cover songs of other people, people like get stuck in their emotions and they want the original song. They don't like them messing with it, so they don't like it. But he eats them on it.
I just might bring back Don Juan. I just might bring back Sean John. Tell P. Diddy that I'm on one. I'ma beat it down with a do-rag. Pussy ate out, this a popcorn. If I fuck with you, that's too bad. How you played out like the dancer. Ain't no bygones be bygones. I should murder niggas when I buy guns. How you get stretched like nylon. This is my band, I'm Dylon. All I wanna do is just drop bombs. So you cheerleader niggas with the pom-pom. My Jamaica bitch got socks on. Every time I hit her, she be like, wagwan.
Sounds like he's about to go into Peter Piper Picked a Pepper or something. Knowing him, it's probably what he's gonna do. But the catch to what Joyner does is, it's kind of like if you guys are gonna ignore me and I'm gonna make hits after hit every time I release one of my songs, and y'all are just gonna ignore it. And if y'all think I'm tripping, man, like, go and look at like someone that's not much bigger than Joyner, like Lil Uzi, he's gonna get 250 million plays. But then Joyner will make like one of the coolest videos you've ever seen in your entire life, and it will get like 1.5 million or like 5 million plays. Like, man, that's whack. Doesn't make any sense at all. So I know he's kind of in that whole zone where he's like, fine, I'll just kick the door in then. If y'all don't want to listen to me, I'll kick the door in. And I can kind of relate to that. I've always felt that way. If people around you don't want to help you and they just want to kind of envy you from the background and not really give it up to you unless they're like in your face and they're like, oh, you're so good, but the minute they leave, they're like, oh, he's alright. And like that's just life, man. That's gonna happen every time. And so I know Joyner gets that a lot, and he's just got a chip on his shoulder. I can't blame him. You know, he's gonna keep kicking in doors until someone listens to him.
Pepper and I pick the pressure. Pick a fighter, pick the side, put you in a stretcher. Beat the pepper, pick the banana, put it together, start popping at the people. They about to meet the Beretta, better meet.
I told you. I mean, he kind of said a few words that kind of gave it away to me, but really, I saw where he was going with that. And plus, knowing him, he likes to do stuff like that.
It was deeper to see in the desert. I was scheming while I'm creeping like 50 feet in the jet. And niggas speed and hit the pedal and put my feet in the metal. Goddamn. 508 all on my side. They gon' ride. Nigga, it's a homicide. Oh my god. I said I was gon' retire. Bitch, I lied. I ain't got no fucking job. This my life. This my way.
I really didn't know what Joyner was gonna do next as far as cover songs went. I know that he always kind of waits for a hot beat and then kind of just handles it from there. But Drake, he released God's Plan. He released Diplomatic Immunity, and they're both fire tracks. They're dope, and I thought he might take one of those beats maybe and do it. God's Plan, to me, I probably wouldn't have used, but Diplomatic Immunity, that beat is fire, and he could have handled that, but he didn't really go that route. He waited for something else, and this is what he got. And it is a Drake song. It's not really a Drake song, actually. This is, I think, his name is JB or something like that, and Drake's kind of the star of this song. I heard he did the feature for free, and when I did my review on this, I even said this sounds like the kind of song you're gonna get if Drake was like, I'll tell you what, I'll do it for you. Just let me write my own verse, because Drake has to have like 30 guys in a room write his verse for him. So that's one of the most basic, simple verses I've ever heard from any human being in my entire life. It's far from good, and I'm a Drake fan, but it was one of the worst verses I've ever heard. People do like this beat. This beat has done a lot for that song. Other people like it, so shout out to them. That song's blowing up. I don't get it.
I take my dime to hibachi. We do 6 down like Tekashi. Line in the sand, so much time in your hands. I think y'all need to find you a hobby. God got a plan, hope that God holds your hand. I think I'm about to catch me a bite. Tell all my teachers that I said I'm back on my G shit and I'm coming back to get even. I went on tour and got paid, now I'm back in the region and let off this Mac for no reason. You went out witnessing greatness, I'm practically preaching, and this is the passion of Jesus. And all you basic motherfuckers are lacking achievement, and I just been laughing and geeking.
So he went on tour, huh? That would have been dope to see. I didn't even really know he was on tour, and if he went on tour with who. So if anybody knows that, please drop that down in the comments, because I'd be interested to know who he went on tour with. I know back in the day when G-Eazy was really starting to make noise like he was, he got a big break because he got to go on tour with Drake. So, I mean, if you're opening for Drake in a stadium and you're already doing your thing, all you need is a little confidence in a microphone, you'll be good to go. So, so anyway, he's eating fools as usual. Nothing's changed. This is what he does. You're going to give him a sick beat like this, you're asking for it.
Competition, I'm a savage winner, you can have the ditches. I'm a mathematician, I don't see you niggas. I've been lacking vision, you been acting different. I've been acting distant, I'ma do some shit to bring me mad attention. You gon' do some shit to send me back to prison. Whoa! This is uncomfortable, you just keep putting your feet in the fire. I think my gun got a crush on you, boy, you about to meet your secret admirer. And you do shit you don't wanna do. I do that shit just to keep me inspired. I used to hit it and leave when I wanted to. Now I hit it and be sleeping inside her. Pull up on him when I pull up on him. Put that motherfucking smoke up on him with the holy water. Joyner Lucas on my hold him on the lead. The motor running. Made too many niggas know about it, but I thought about it, prayed about it, till I learned about it in the morning. But I gotta show him what it's all about it. I'ma call him out. I ain't that nigga you can talk about. You better calm it down. Don't be trying to give me the runaround. I'ma shut him down. Goddamn.
Honestly, in my humble opinion, I think Joyner's gonna run out of things to say. I feel like he kind of tried to take the storyteller mode. He tried to out-rap people. I see his vocabulary getting smaller, I see him using kind of the same bars here and there, and I know a lot of people do that, but that's what happens. And next thing you know, they kind of go stagnant and they quit making hits. So I hope Joyner can stay strong, keep being creative, and keep pouring out the hits, because he's definitely one of my favorite rappers right now. And I love seeing him handle these other people's beats, man, because let's be honest, man, as a rapper, man, it's fun rapping on dope beats, even if it ain't yours.
They gon' ride, nigga, this a homicide. Oh my god, I said I was gon' retire, bitch I lied, I ain't got no fucking job, this my life, this is God's plan, someone stop me, I was sent here from Illuminati, evil scriptures written on my body, me and Satan pull up in a red Bugatti, and we tryna put your fucking arm around me, bring the drama, it ain't hard to find me, this a lucid dream, this a out of body, UFO flying while I'm riding shotty. A ninja pull up on your Kawasaki, 187 on the cops behind me, this is Hiroshima, this is Nagasaki, I'm a hot Gandhi in a Maserati, goddamn, now call me Poppy, plenty hammers when I ride a shotty, better use your manners, we can talk about me, it ain't hard to find me, motherfucker, my name, Joyner.
That was Look Alive by Joyner Lucas. That is a cover track from Drake and JB Block or something like that, so shout out to them for having that song, because that song blew up and they're doing their thing with it. Joyner, you know, like I said earlier, has a bad habit of just kind of destroying people on their own beats. Like, I mean, I really wouldn't want him to rap on one of my beats, you know, unless I was just making him a beat to rap on. I don't want him rapping with me or trying to ruin me on my own track, especially if he gets to go second, because we all know that that's what he does. He just wants to eat you alive, you know. So it's like, I would love to see him get on a track with Kendrick Lamar, because they'd just be trying to out-rap each other the whole time, and it would end up being incredible. So throw Eminem in there, you can get time bomb. You don't even know what's gonna happen. So overall, though, you know, I would say I'm gonna give this a 3.5. I would give it a 4, but Joyner Lucas is Joyner Lucas at this point. When it comes to songs like this, he's just gonna out-rap you and just rap. It doesn't really matter what he says too much, and so this isn't really like something that I'll be bumping more than 2 or 3 times. But it's dope, and anytime he drops something, it's cool to listen to. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that love to bump this shit on a daily basis. So Joyner Lucas is definitely the man. Salute to him. So hopefully he releases something of his own again. I'd love to see a new video by him, because really it's been a while, and everything he drops. I'm Not Racist was the last video he dropped, and we all know what kind of impact that left. He had Sorry before that. So anyway, yeah. It's just banger after banger from Joyner. And that's all I got today, though, man. So until next time, man, it was great to see you. My name's Drumatic. Please subscribe. All right. Peace.
Frying pan into the fire. Music biz #1 supplier.